Okay, out here in East Aurora with an open rafter job, and you can see the ice damming from the upper dormer fell down onto the lower, and it pulled this loose. These rafter tails, I could stick my finger right through there. So this one, that one's a little punky, and the third one, actually this one also, you can see where it's, yeah, there's two screws in here already, and then there's a third one that pulled out. So there's no holding power in these rafters. And you can see the water that's been leaking underneath. You can see this is a water trail right here. So the ice backup net has been a chronic problem here. The only way we're going to resolve this is by getting us some reinforcement. And what we can do is we can we can come in right alongside of that rafter with a 2x4. So we can connect rafter to rafter, and that'll help us get us a bite. But these ends here are, even if I put a screw in through here to grab a 2x4 on this side here, the holding power on here is going to be weak. These rafters really should be sistered in with another one going all the way up. We would take and cut the crown molding, keep this here, and then just bring down one right on, possibly on each side of them. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd do 7 of them at least. Okay, that's the best way to do that, and then just paint it. It would just look like a wider rafter, so it would look like this wide instead of the 1.5 inches when you're standing on the ground. Yeah. So up inside the gutter, we can see I can just stick my finger right into the wood here. This is like pudding right now, so we have no choice but to try to beef these up a little bit. So the roof's got a real high crown on the other side of the chimney over there, so that leads us to have to bring that downspout down. Well, whoever they did bring it down, and then this side kind of had a similar high crown in it also. So when we get this rafter in, we want to get this thing up all the way. We might be able to draw this in with our brackets without having replaced this gutter. This gutter has got a reverse lip on it too, so which is I don't know who I think that comes from B&L Wholesale. They got a machine that does that. So our machine, when the problem with these gutters is the front of the gutter is supposed to be lower than the back. Obviously this is right now, but if you look further down where the gutter's straight up, the front of that gutter is even in height as the back of the gutter because this lip curls round. Our gutter machine, this actually is flat and it hems back towards the fascia, so you can get it up underneath the drip edge, and that means that the back is higher than the front. Then if it ever does overflow, it overflows over the front and never off the back. So that's what goes on there. So we're going to give them the option. We're definitely going to look at doing these dormers because there's a lot of ice and water beating the upper roof down onto the lower. And then we're going to give them the option for gutter helmet and the other option for enlarging the downspouts, because the downspouts are these are only 2x3 that are leading into taking all this square footage of roof area. And there's one over here and one onto the back. They got a new drain tile system that the customer put in when they moved in, and that with them only having these gutters cleaned once or twice a year, everything in between the cleaning is going down into the new drain tile. So even if we put a bigger 3x4 spout there, put ourselves some screen guards at the downspouts, they'll have to clean the gutters out more often, but it's at least stopping the debris from getting into the drain tiles, which is recommended. I mean, they spent all that money. There's no sense in letting it go. So we're going to give them the option for the 3x4 downspout and cap, the option for the 2 dormers, the cost to cistern alongside of these rafters that we talked about. We'll have them primed. Customer can have them painted, so that way whoever's here can paint their where they replaced their roof decking. You can see this has been a chronic problem for them. And then on this one here, what we'll do is we'll take the downspout and put it onto the front and let it go towards that front drain tile, which is the closest to the street. Let's go around the back. If they do choose the option for the gutter helmet, we're going to also take that gap that's behind the gutter. That'll be closed off prior to the installation, so that way once the helmet's on, no birds or squirrels can get into their gutter system. But yeah, the house is very well kept. They take care of it. Now this is a flat roof system. I'll give them the option for this back gutter too, because that really is, anytime you got more than a 3-foot or 4-foot drop from an upper onto the lower, you should really put a gutter on it and deliver it into that lower, you know, wrap the whole dormer and deliver it into that lower gutter, and then enlarge this downspout. I mean, it's going there anyways, but okay. This spout we're not going to be able to enlarge because it goes down into a deck on this flat roof. And then we got to see about this guy up here. That's got to be a problem on the back, so we'll look at it.